Jai, we not about to let you play in our face. What's up, everybody? I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's video, we will be reacting to this Jai Opetaia interview and what he has to say about his future plans and his fight with David Benavidez. But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button, and make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the video. Be sure to help support the channel by hitting the $ Cash App, or leaving a special thanks below by hitting the heart with the $, and just letting me know you enjoy the content. I want to welcome everybody back to another episode of 2 Cents Reacts, where we're going to be taking a look at this interview with Jai Opetaia. Let's check it out.
Jai, good to speak to you. How's things? How have you been?
I've been good, bro. I've been busy. I've been here and there, fucking doing heaps of shit. So it's good, man. It's good to be here in Egypt, though. I've been soaking it up. Been pretty busy here as well, but yeah, I've been good anyway. So yeah.
I see you wrestling Crawford earlier. How was that?
Yeah, bro. Fuck, everyone's been talking about it now. He got me off guard. I wasn't sure. He's a strong little kid, man. No, I'm not a kid. He's a strong dude, you know. But yeah, man, it's funny. He's a good dude.
Yeah. How incredible is it to have boxing at the pyramids?
Well, I couldn't believe it. You know, we actually went and seen the pyramids today.
I don't know if y'all have seen any pictures of what the fight looked like out there. I've seen some pictures and it looks dope. It looks cool, right? But they haven't created any type of atmosphere around it. Like, there's no energy around it. It's like the fight is not even a big fight. It's not a highly anticipated fight. It's nothing beyond this fight in Egypt except the fact that it looks cool. And people are like to trash the fight, the undercard. They're not too highly. They don't speak too highly of. They don't feel like it's going to be entertaining. And this is just what I've been hearing on the YouTube streets. Are people going to watch it? Well, everybody's saying they're watching it, but I don't think. I think it's just people it's boxing on. I'm gonna watch it. I think it's probably more so of those type of people that are watching this event. But I don't know. Maybe the kickboxing guy has a huge audience and a huge crowd, and that has transitioned over for him for this event. So maybe they'll do numbers on that side, because I've never heard of the guy. I don't know who he is, but he's supposed to be this great kickboxer. I don't know how big kickboxers be. But from my perspective, just to give my 2 cents, it seems as though beyond the event looking cool, it doesn't have too much more behind it than that.
Rode some camels and some horses and shit, and we sort of got a look at the arena. So it's actually pretty crazy to see what they're doing, and just their imagination. They can just sort of think of these things, and then they happen and become real. So it's
yeah. What do you think about the fight with Usyk and Verhoeven tomorrow?
Sorry?
What do you think about tomorrow night's main event?
Yeah, it should be entertaining. The guy he's fighting, Rico, he's a big lad and he's a dangerous dude. So Usyk's obviously the GOAT, and I see him winning. I see him outboxing him. To be honest, I didn't know too much about Rico until this fight, because it's a different type of world. But it's still dangerous, bro. You got to be switched on. It's still dangerous, bro. You got to be switched on. And by the looks of things, he's been training hard and he's staying ready.
Is there a lot on the line for Usyk, would you say? Especially in a fight where he's fighting someone like Rico, who's not really boxed before. The potential of losing, with all his.
Is there a lot on the line for Usyk? Look how Jai Opetaia looking at him for asking that stupid ass question. Is there a lot on the line for Usyk? And even Jai Opetaia, like, I don't even know who the dude is either. So nobody even really knows who this dude is as far as the kickboxing thing goes. Nobody knows who it is. And of course, I guess if Usyk loses, he's gonna look crazy, but nobody's expecting Usyk to lose. Like, he's the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world. Like, that would be crazy. Like that. Let me know and drop it below. If Usyk loses the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world, would that just like discredit boxing? What do y'all think about that? Let me know and drop it below.
Oh, do you think there's a lot on the line for him in terms of risk?
Of course. Usyk's up the top. He's got everything to lose. Yeah. You know what I mean? And coming against someone that's got nothing to lose, it's dangerous. It's always dangerous against someone that's, who can take all the risks. So
yeah, brilliant. Look, I guess I wanted to talk about yourself. I guess what is the latest? Obviously, coming off of a win against Brandon Glanton, there's obviously a situation ongoing with the IBF. But I guess from your point of view, I guess what's next for yourself?
When they're talking about the fighting Noel next, so I'm hoping that follows through. I'm just sort of on standby at the moment, waiting for the phone call for it to be 100% locked in. But that's what we're pushing for. We want unification fights, and I've made that clear every time.
Yeah.
Okay, so he just said, I forgot the name of who he said he's trying to fight, and who they're trying to make the fight, and who they're pushing for. He just said the Nero, whoever name they just said, that's the fight he's trying to make. That's the fight that he's pushing for next. They asked him, Jai, what's up? What's next for you? Oh, I'm pushing for this fight, bleep, bloop, blow. He just told you which fight he's pushing for and which fight he wants next. Now, the question I have, and maybe one of the two centers can explain it in the comments below, is what is he unifying? Did he not get stripped by the IBF? I feel like it's a lot of double speak going on when Jai Opetaia is talking about, like, what is he going to unify? What does Jai Opetaia have to unify? He told him he only wants unification fights. You don't have a belt anymore. What are you unifying?
So, coming off the back of the Brendan Glanton win, we're happy with that performance. We're going to move on and chase more belts, bro, because, it's getting closer and closer.
Yeah. There's also one eye on Chris William-Smith against Ryan Ruzicki as well, would you say?
Yeah, for sure. They both signed with Zuffa, and I believe that, I'll eventually be fighting the winner of those guys. I think it's a good fight. May the best man win.
Yeah. I did want to touch more on the IBF situation. Obviously, there's a legal case ongoing with the IBF being sued, but obviously this is the second time that you've been stripped by them. How disappointing is it knowing what you put on the line to win the belts?
It is disappointing, but it is what it is. We've got some things to sort out. It is a bit frustrating with all the stuff I've had to sacrifice to get those belts and stuff like that, but we're obviously going through a situation, and by the end of it, I'm hoping to come out on top.
So he just confirmed, yes, I'm stripped. We're in a legal battle right now about that belt. So what are you unifying, Jai? What are you unifying? And the question still remains the same, that we still don't really have a full answer to, is what is Zuffa's relationship with these sanctioning bodies as far as the belts go? Does sanctioning bodies want Zuffa to possibly be in control of their belts? What if Zuffa get all the belts or get the belts at 147? What if and he keeps all the belts locked up in Zuffa? I'm just saying, like, I don't know. But again, that's still very ambiguous and up in the air. Some people think this, some people think that. He said this, he said that. First it was this, but now it's that. A lot of things been flipping and flopping. But what we do know is that Zuffa is the reason that Jai Opetaia got stripped, because of the way that they presented their trophy that they have for TKO. from my understanding, you can't say it's a championship belt. So I know when Jai Opetaia is saying he wants to unify, I don't believe he's talking about the Zuffa belt. Is he?
Yeah, are you confident of a positive outcome from everything?
For sure. You know, I feel like I've done nothing wrong, so you know, why wouldn't I be?
Yeah. But David Benavidez, he got a good win against Zurdo Ramirez, who's someone you called out heavily. I know there was a little back and forth between you and David. Yeah, you're confident that potentially one day you could get that fight on?
Man, that fight's easy to make on our side. You know what I mean? I've been ready. I've been, you know, I'll just hear excuses and you know.
How is the fight easy to make on your side? What does that mean exactly? Does he have to come to your side to make the fight? You shrugging your shoulders and saying the fight's easy to make on our side. So what do you mean by that? You're not ready. At the beginning of the video, you just explained the fights you were trying to pursue and the fights that you were trying to get. And this is really why I wanted to do a reaction to this video, because I just want to point out the trend that's probably about to get started and get more heavy throughout this thing, since Zuffa is, you know, on the come up, of fighters that are going to be going to Zuffa and then trying to make it seem as if the fighters outside of Zuffa are the problem and that they can't get the fights. Because the whole reason people championed Dana, Turkey, and them being in boxing was to get rid of the whole side of the street situation. But that's another video. Let's finish this up. I don't want this to be too long.
Fucking this and that, you know, Buzz, reach out.
And what excuses did David Benavidez give? He didn't give any excuses. He said, if we can figure something out and we can make the fight and the business is cool, then yeah, we can make the fight. What was the excuse? Y'all let me know and drop it below.
How bad do you want to fight? How bad do you want to be undisputed cruiserweight? That's an easy fight to make. Yeah. You know, there's all these little excuses.
I'm sorry to be pausing this. What do you mean, how bad do you want to be undisputed? You don't have anything to offer him for him to be undisputed, Opetaia? Jai, you don't have anything to offer David Benavidez to be undisputed. I don't understand why he's speaking like this. Does he believe this, or is he intentionally trying to mislead people or create some type of narrative? Let me know and drop below what y'all think. You don't have anything to offer David Benavidez to be undisputed, Jai Opetaia. You've already said at the beginning of the interview what you're pushing for, what you're planning, what you're looking into, what you're about to do. And David Benavidez has already told you, bro, if the business is right, we can make the fight. I don't even understand why you went to Zuffa. And I'm not interested in fighting for no Zuffa belt.
And stuff, but it is what it is, man. I think he's going to take a different path, and I think he's going to take a smarter path, to be honest.
Do you think he doesn't want the fight?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Why?
Why? Why do you think he don't want the fight, Jai Opetaia? Why? You're the one that went to Zuffa. But David Benavidez has been doing what he's been doing his whole career. Jai Opetaia is the one that switched up and just made a move. But somehow, some way, David Benavidez is the one that doesn't want the fight.
What do you think? Do you think he doesn't want the fight?
I don't know if my opinion is.
I'm asking.
For me,
do you think he doesn't want the fight?
For me as a fan, I'd love to see the fight.
Yeah, but do you think he doesn't want the fight?
I don't know. I think Benavidez is a fighter. You know, he's obviously jumped up in weights.
Well, why wouldn't he want to become undisputed? Yeah. You know, he's got both belts.
What do you mean? Why wouldn't he want? He do want to become undisputed, but him becoming undisputed don't got nothing to do with you, Jai Opetaia. Or am I wrong about that? I'm literally so confused why he keeps saying that. I need to understand that, because it has to be something that I'm missing, because this is like the second, third time that he said that Benavidez needs to come see him to be undisputed. And I guarantee you're going to start hearing people going around saying this, and it's factually absolutely just not true.
I got 2 belts. Like, I got the Ring magazine. Like, why wouldn't he take the fight?
Yeah.
You got 2 belts. You got the Ring magazine. Why wouldn't he just take the fight? What 2 belts you got, Jai Opetaia? And why should he just take a fight with you? Who are you? Who are you?
Why wouldn't he?
But I guess your opinion, like,
I suppose you know, he's got some big fights to make, and you know, there's a lot of weight division if he can make it. Like, I see the business side of it. You know what I mean?
So you see the business side of it. You just admitted that it's a lot of other fights that he can make that you clearly know that's better business for him to make. But you still sitting up here acting like you don't understand why the fight's not happening.
And it makes sense to do whatever he wants to do. So the ball's in his court. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, you know, I'm not a disrespectful dude. You know, I don't disrespect other fighters. But that's an easy fight to make if he wants it. So.
Yeah. How amazing of a fight would that be?
Definitely, bro, it'd be good.
Yeah, no, for sure. Look, Jai, appreciate Tom as always good to speak to you. And
So yes, I really just wanted to come on here real quick, do a quick reaction, because I just wanted to point out the narratives and misinformation and things that they're about to try to start spreading throughout the boxing community. I just wanted to nip it in the bud before it starts. And I wanted to just have a reference video. So when this starts going and going and going, I could be like, look, check my catalog. I made the video when this stuff all started. Go check the catalog. I got the receipts. But listen, let me know what you think by dropping your 2 cents below in the comments. Is Jai Opetaia intentionally trying to put this narrative out, or do you think that he actually believes what he's saying? Let me know and drop it below. Follow me on IG at 2 cents boxing. Follow me on X at 2 cents 20. And I'm Jay, and stay tuned for my 2 cents in the next video.